Virtuous Vocalists, and welcome to episode 2, Breath Support. So we've been talking about how to take a good breath in and what to do with that breath on the way out. So let's just revisit exactly what's going on. Basically, once you take a breath in and everything expands, when your lungs expand, the diaphragm moves down, and of course your stomach, your gut, they come out the front. The idea with breath support is to use the abdominal muscles, your abs, your obliques, the muscles around the lower back, the muscles up the back, and your butt, to support the breath, so as not to allow the diaphragm to raise back up too quickly. If that happens, all of the breath is being pushed out of your body. So what you want to achieve is basically start with this exercise. So when you take a breath in, you can't see me there. When you take a breath in, everything expands. Okay, you can kind of see that there. When you breathe out, you don't want everything to collapse back in. Okay, you kind of want to maintain tension all around this lower area of your body. So switch the muscles on, and you can learn how to do that with a really simple exercise. Take a deep breath now, properly of course, and when you are full of air, and by the way, somebody sent me an email this week saying when I breathe in deeply, I get this pain around my collarbone. Okay, they're probably taking in too much breath. Whenever you go to extremes with singing, you're going to create tension in the body. So the important thing to remember is only breathe in until you feel like there's a pressure that's created in your body. Once you feel that natural urge to stop breathing in, stop there. If you try and push past that, you're going to create tension in your body. Same as when you're letting the breath out. You often see singers, when they're singing and they're breathing out and they're singing and they're reaching the end of the phrase and everything is kind of just collapsing like this. Their body is seizing up. Therefore, their body's holding a lot of tension. So try not to breathe in too far and try not to sing past that comfort zone of thinking, oh, I really need to take a breath now. Once you get that feeling, you need to take the breath. And the art of singing is learning how to pace yourself, pace that breath so you can make it through the phrase. If you're not going to make it through the phrase, don't push it. Take a breath, where there's a comma, or take a breath, if you can, in somewhere during the sentence that makes grammatical sense. Think about the way that you speak. You have upward inflections and you have downward inflections. Now, I could have taken a breath in the middle there, saying you have upward inflections and you have downward inflections. So that might be grammatically, an inconspicuous place to take a breath. Okay, I digress. Take the breath in. We want to switch these muscles on in our abdomen, right? Abdomen. Okay, put your hand on over your belly button, just like this, and say, and feel the muscles bouncing away there, okay? Now take a breath and say again, but hold it on and feel the tension remaining in those muscles. The key here is as you're expelling more and more air and you're reaching the end of your breath, you'll notice that your tummy wants to drop in. It wants to suck back in. Try to hold. It's almost like you're very gently pushing the walls of your body from your tummy around the sides and around the back. You're pushing them out away from yourself. Don't push like this, because once again you're creating tension in your body. It needs always to be just a gentle action. Okay, so you may need to increase that feeling of pushing the walls of your abdomen out as you're heading toward the end of your breath. Otherwise, you might end up with a sound when you're vocalizing like this. And it kind of drops off, right? Because your support drops away. These muscles support for the breath, for the diaphragm, which supports the lungs. Okay, so basically what you can try now is breathe in, start saying the S, and then increase the pressure on that S. For instance, like this. You'll feel those muscles in your abdomen really switch on. Okay, so that's the sensation you're wanting to create when you're wanting to support the end of those phrases, and also when you're wanting to sing a little bit louder without pushing, always without pushing the voice, always. And you'll also use this action when you are perhaps going from a low note to a higher note. You'll use more of that tension when you're going to notes that are quite high in your register. Okay, so I've prepared an exercise. Here's what I prepared earlier for you to practice increasing the tension in your abdomen. And this is how it goes. Okay, I'm just going to pause there. Notice how the sound stayed even and consistent right until the end of that exercise. This is what you're wanting to achieve with this exercise. Record yourself. Oh, I can't begin to tell you how important it is to record yourself singing. All of you guys have got cameras, right? Use them. A lot of singers only have access to audio recording devices, tape recorders, your phone, you know. But if you can use your video camera or webcam, do it, because you get both the benefits of hearing yourself back and also the benefits of seeing yourself while you're singing, because often we'll pull all sorts of faces, you know, or we'll sing, like I see so many singers sing with tension. They go, ah, and your jaw's like that, you know. If your jaw is to the side, okay, or you might be holding one shoulder up, or you might not be standing as straight as you should be, which we'll go over in another lesson. So yeah, absolutely, if you can record yourself on a cam, do that. Alright, so you'll find the exercises once again, www.rayhenry.com on the tips and tricks page. So that'll be rayhenry.com/tips_tricks, I think. Just go to rayhenry.com and you'll find them there on the tips and tricks page. They're all free, of course. So, like I always say, practice away, and I shall see you next week.